the world, this mask no fun. COVID, I say, is done.
Hi there, Chuck.
Well, hello there, Dennis.
Couldn't help but overhear you singing a song. I'm not quite familiar with that one.
Yeah, I was singing a song I made up. Hey, you're wearing a mask too.
Well, yes, Chuck, I am. And I see you have one on too. You know, I don't want to get anyone sick out there, especially a good friend like you.
Oh, yeah, right. I suppose you're right.
Something wrong, Chuck? You seem a little down. Is something bothering you?
Well, it's just that I'm going to the folks' house for Christmas.
Shouldn't that make you happy, Chuck? What's wrong?
Well, you see, Mom and Dad are old, and they say they're scared of getting sick, and they invited me over to their den for Christmas, but I can't go.
You can't go? That's terrible. Why can't you go?
Well, because they want me to wear a mask when I'm around, Denny.
Oh, I think I see what's going on here. So, really, it's not so much that you can't go, but is it that you don't want to go? If you have to do something you don't want to do, am I right about that?
Well, shucks. It's like this, Denny. Just the other day, I was talking to my brother Hank, and he said the same thing you just said. That it's just because I don't want to wear the daggone mask.
Well, how did that conversation end?
Well, I pulled his mask down and I called him a stupid head.
Chuck, that wasn't very nice. You know you shouldn't call other people names.
I know. I'm just tired of just not being able to do what I want to do and always looking out for everybody else. Say, do you like wearing these masks?
Well, to be honest, Chuck, no, I don't like wearing them. I don't really know anyone who does. But also, I don't go around calling people names and pulling their mask off either.
Well, then why do you wear them?
Well, for one thing, I wear it because I want to show love to other people. And if I have to go to a store, and if they require me to wear one, well, then I don't have much of a choice. You know, I either wear it or I go somewhere else. It's just that I figure if I have to wear one, I'm not going to complain about it because, you know what, there's a lot more dangerous things out there than the coronavirus, actually. And there's a lot of things I don't want to get. I don't want to get the flu. Did you know, Chuck, that in 1 year, between 30 million and 40 million Americans get the flu? And that compares to only 14 million that have gotten the coronavirus so far.
No, I didn't know that. So you're telling me that if I love my folks, then I should wear a mask?
Yeah, wear it if they ask you to, sure. I mean, I respect anyone's decision, whether they wear one or not, because there are people who, for a variety of reasons, they can't wear one. But now, Chuck, I'm thinking here, you asked me some questions, but I have a question for you now. Are you going to spend Christmas with your family, even if you have to wear a mask? I mean, otherwise you're going to have to spend Christmas alone.
Yeah, I guess so. I would sure feel terrible if I didn't wear one and they got sick. I mean, I love them after all, and I sure wouldn't want to spend Christmas alone. That's worse than this dumb mask.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And, you know, I have to get back to church here a little soon, but Chuck, I do have one more thing for you here.
What's that, Pastor Dennis?
You know, I really think you should apologize to Hank for the way you treated him. You didn't act in a very loving way towards him, you know, calling him a name, yanking down his mask. The Bible does tell us that we need to act in a loving way towards each other. And Christmas Day is fast approaching, and this is the time of the year when we celebrate God's love for us, when He sent Jesus to show us His great love.
Oh, yeah, I know that story. But I gotta tell you, I bet that if Joseph and Mary was around today, they wouldn't wear these masks.
I'm not so sure you're right about that, Chuck. You see, in the Bible it tells us that, you know, nowadays we know we have to wear the mask, but back then, when that was all going on, the government made everyone go to their homeland and to be counted for a census. And even though it was a very hard trip, Mary and Joseph obeyed. And it's not that anybody wanted to go through all that hassle, but they did it anyway. And that was a lot bigger burden for them than us just wearing a mask, that's for sure.
I didn't think of it that way, Pastor Dennis.
You see, Chuck, God had a plan for that specific burden for Joseph and Mary because it resulted in Jesus being born in Bethlehem, exactly where the prophet said he would be born. And I'm sure Joseph and Mary, I'm sure that they obeyed. I mean, we know they did. And think of it this way, who knows what might have happened if they had not obeyed? What if they would have been anywhere else? Now, whether it was right or not for the government to order them to be counted for a census and pack up and go to their hometown and put that burden, do you see how God used it for a much bigger purpose? That's something that we can celebrate on Christmas Day.
Well, thank you, Pastor Dennis. That makes me want to sing a song. Joy to the world, COVID is done. But I'm glad because Jesus has come. Merry Christmas, everybody, and have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.